Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money, and we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Thirsty Thursday edition of Primetime Live with Philly Pete. I am your host, Philly Pete, of course, the one, the only. We're here live on 12 Ounce Sports 24/7 streaming platform. We're also live on YouTube, of course, and we're also live on Roku. Come on in, check us out, subscribe to 12 Ounce Sports. Give us a thumbs up. The chat is always open. All right. Got a nice slate of hockey tonight. Cannot wait. I'm ready to dig through all the action tonight as we speak. Some pucks. Work was crazy busy. This whole week went by fast, but that's what happens when you're busy, man. I love it. Just love it. A lot of good stuff going on in the world of technology and the job that I do. So I'm always excited for what the next day I can conquer with in terms of how things are in the environment of, with what I do. So there you go. Hopefully everyone's having a great Thursday. All right. 6 o'clock on the East, 3 o'clock out West. It's Thirsty Thursday. We're getting ready for the weekend, grinding out Monday through Thursday. All right. Tomorrow, hey, we start Friday. We start good. We start towards the weekend, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we do. We work for the weekend, as we all love to do so well. No football on Saturday. All right, so no divisional or wild cards anymore. We got to wait for Sunday now for the two football games. Of course, Philly, Washington, and of course, Buffalo and Kansas City. All right, I will talk more about those two games tomorrow since I will have my Friday show, and we will discuss who I like, where I'm at, and predictions and free plays. With the two games for tomorrow. Saturday, you got a lot of hockey. You got college basketball, like I said, in full force now, so that's cool. Always look forward to watching some good college basketball and some home projects, I should say. So, it's going to be a lot of busyness, for the most part in this household for myself. So a lot is going on. I'm about 3 months out until the new one is born. So, it's hectic. It's overwhelming. A lot of stress. Just a lot of stress going around. We just get through it. We just get through it. So that's what it's all about. So, happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. All right, let's kick it off with some headlines. All right, we'll talk some good stuff. All right. Now, tonight, here we are. All right, here we go. Ichiro wants to have a drink with Ione and the Hall of Fame holdout, which is crazy. That's kind of funny though. I mean, why the hell not? Do it. Spolestra in the Heat with Jimmy Butler saying to get over it. I mean, it's like it's all drama now. It's drama for Jimmy Butler and Miami. It's this is what's going down. This is what's going down to, really. And quite frankly, I haven't been paying attention to the NBA. I just don't. I've been trying to get back into it, but I just can't. So it's just this is the way it is, man. I just don't think the NBA is fun anymore. I really don't. But I'll try to get more involved with it and give you guys more free plays. I know last year, like I said, the Orlando Magic were our team to bet on. But times have changed, and we'll see what happens. McVay wants Stafford clarity. Is Stafford coming back to the Rams for another year? Is he going to retire? What's going on? Yeah, it makes sense. It absolutely does. So we'll see. We'll absolutely see what happens here. All right, an NBA game already went final today. San Antonio 140-110 against Indiana. Like, I'll never understand. Like, I truly am just like I'm just boggled at the way the NBA is. I really am. There's no defense at all in this game anymore. There really isn't. I mean, 250 points combined. Like, that's just crazy. And back then, growing up playing basketball, like the players wanted to win, but they actually played defense. You saw games in the 80s, like upper 80s, maybe low 90s, final, like 90-84 final, 88-82 finals. Like, you've seen a lot of games back in the day, my time growing up, that were like, all defense. It was great. These games now are just pathetic. There's no defense anymore. The game has completely sold, just how I feel. I just don't like the game of the NBA anymore right now. It has changed. It has changed. Can COVID play a part of that? Probably. I think ever since COVID happened in 2020, I think the game has changed dramatically in the past 5 years. Prior to that, it's been good. It's been a really good game. And I paid more attention before that. So, it is what it is. We move on, and that's just how it goes. That is how it goes. College basketball games. We have two top 25 games tonight. Wichita State at Memphis, Maryland at Illinois. Slow Thursday night, I should say. Thursday nights are like a West Coast. I feel like it's more of a West Coast sort of game, like situation there. I do. I feel like the West Coast gets the Thursday night nod a lot. When everything's said and done. So we have a couple games going on right now. I actually have a personal play with the over in Hampton, William and Mary. I have the over in that game. So that's pretty cool. It's right now, I don't know why it keeps doing this, but I'm getting tired of this, like changing on its own. But 80 points in the first half. The over was at, I believe, 141, I think I have it at. So I'm definitely digging that. That's for sure. Maine and UMass Lowell. 11-8 early on. And then you just have all conference games are now going off. All conference games now. Like, it's great. Conference has started. And, this is like the bulk of the season now, where you have the final 10 games of the season. Then you have, the conference tournaments that are right around the corner. I'm telling you, another month and a half. Good game tonight, though. If you're a fan of the CAA, UNC Wilmington and Charleston. Okay. Fun game tonight. All right. UNC Wilmington 14-5, Charleston 15-4. These two will probably likely face each other in the conference championship when we get to into second week of March. That's what we're going to be doing. I'm telling you, Charleston and UNC Wilmington, that's always a good game no matter what. Moving ahead, not much else going on. If I'm being honest with you, the slate kind of stinks. Samford 15-4 against Chattanooga 12-7. Nothing crazy. Again, it's just all like MAC. I mean, the MAC conference is going off, ASUN's going off, Conference USA, but no, really, it's just not the best of an evening for college hoops if you're trying to bet on a game. in my idea. Really nothing to look forward to at all. 9 o'clock game. You have San Fran and in the Western Conference, all the way the Western Coastal Conference here. San Francisco, the Dons, and St. Mary's, the Gales. All right, 16-5 and 16-3. St. Mary's undefeated in conference play, and St. Mary's is somehow 11-point favors. I'll take San Francisco plus 11 there. I think they're still a solid team. I remember last year I won a lot of money off of them, covering games, winning games. Don't underestimate or overestimate this San Francisco Dons team. So give me the Dons tonight, plus 11. That should be a fun game to watch. But other than that, it's just kind of just low key, not great. Not great games whatsoever. So just wait for the weekend. That's all it is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. All right, it's 6:11. Let's take a commercial break. All right, let's get a break here tonight. And so that I could rapid fire with NHL. We have a lot of games to talk about. This is the Thirsty Thursday edition of Primetime Live with Philly Pete. Sit back, relax, give me two. I'll be back.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money. And we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
And ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for taking that quick 2-minute commercial break with me. This is none other than the Thursday edition of Primetime Live with Philly Pete. I am your host, ladies and gentlemen, Philly Pete as always. And we're here live on the 12 Ounce Sports 24/7 streaming platform, YouTube, Roku. What better platforms, apps to pretty much watch a great capping show than YouTube or Roku? Really, it's great. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. If you're making bets tonight, be responsible. All right. Too many people just listen, if you don't have the money, don't bet it. Only bet with your mind. Okay. Know that you have a bankroll. Don't go crazy. Okay. If you can't bet, don't bet. Really. There's no I've run into so many situations where I know multiple bookies. I know multiple. And I've had people like, hey, listen, you know what? Like I had just one of my buddies that's a bookie. He said that he had a client that owed him thousands and thousands of dollars. Never heard from him. What happened? Well, pretty self-explanatory. Knows where he lived, found out where he lived, went knocking on his door and got paid. He got paid. Cut him loose after that. No more dealing with that. So it's a very, what I mean is it's all about responsibility. It truly is. Be smart with your money, ladies and gentlemen. Only bet what you can afford. Okay. So here we go tonight. NHL, huge action tonight. All right. we're going to start off with Columbus and Carolina. Columbus with a nice 5-1 victory over Toronto last night, heading to Carolina now tonight, where they play the Canes. All right. Carolina, a whopping minus 370 on the money line. Columbus plus 310. Over-under is at 6 at minus 105. You can get 5.5 at around minus 145. 70% of the public money on Carolina, 55% of the public money on the over. All right. The over, or I should say the under combined for these two teams here is 43, 38, 43. I'm sorry, 48, 43, and 5. 48, 43, and 5 to the over. Excuse me. That's my fault. It's been a long day. 48, 43, and 5 to the over combined for these two teams here with the over. Can Carolina pretty much score what they did last night? 5 goals against Toronto. They go to Carolina. Carolina's more defensive. Are we going to see goals from Columbus? I always love taking the overs for Columbus, but this game kind of scares me tonight. So I'm going to go with the under 6 at minus 105, and I like Carolina on the puck line at minus 140. It's a little pricey, but I'm going to take that as well. I also like the first period Carolina puck line minus a half a goal. You get there a little bit of some good value there for sure. So check that out. Under 6 and the puck line tonight for Carolina is where I'm at in this game between the Jackets and the Canes. Moving on, Ottawa, Boston. Ottawa minus 150 on the money line. Boston plus 140. Over-runners at 5.5. Boston, 65% of the public money on the Boston money line. I hope they know the goaltending news. Okay, the goaltender is update with the goaltending in Boston. 60% of the public money is on the over. The over for these two teams are combined, it's under. The under has been a big trend for these two teams. Now, don't get me wrong, the last game they played went over. All right, but the under is 50, 39, and 7. 50, 39, and 7 to the under for these two teams here combined. But I'm not taking that. I'm gonna fade that public 65% in Boston. I want to roll with Ottawa tonight. All right, give me Ottawa, but don't give me that minus 150. Give me the puck line. Give me some value. Give me that plus 170 on the puck line for Ottawa tonight. I do like the money line. I'll probably play it small because I don't like that juice, but I'll probably play small quarter unit, maybe a half unit on that. But the puck line is going to be some nice money if we can cash that out. All right, so minus 1.5 at plus 170. I love it. And I want to dig the first period over, full game over as well in this game too. Backup goaltender in Boston, Ottawa. It's time to shine good. I think they could score. I think they could score a couple goals, man, in the first period. Nice little 2-1 after the first period would be nice. But let's get the first period over, full game over in this game as well in Ottawa. And I'm going to take Ottawa puck line plus 170 there in Boston. Montreal, Detroit. This should be a fun one. The original 6 matchup. Detroit minus 120 on the money line. Montreal plus 110. Over-runners at 6 at minus 110. This is split, ladies and gentlemen, 50-50 each way for money line and the over-under for the public. But tonight, and the over is 46, 41, and 7 to the over. Another game where I like the first period over, full game over. I think we'll see goals. Now, don't get me wrong, it was a struggle with Detroit with Philly. We only saw a 2-1 sort of game, but I think we'll see goals in this one. Okay, I like the over 6. I like Detroit on the money line as well, minus 120. I'll take that as well. And we'll go from there. Philly, New York Rangers. Here we are. Philly plus 135 on the money line. Rangers minus 150. Over-runners at 5.5. 75% of the public money on the New York Rangers. 55% of the public money on the over. All right. The under is 48, 44, and 3. 48, 44, and 3 to the under. I lean under 5.5. But I'm going to buy that up to 6 at minus 135. The under 5.5 is at plus 105. But I'm going to buy that half a goal and go to 6, but take the under in this matchup. Again, small plays. These are all leans. Philly money line plus 135. Again, I just don't trust the Rangers right now. But I do feel like Philly has been, they've been winning. They've been winning. They had a good game in overtime against Detroit. They go to New York. All right. Hopefully keep that high end going. And this is a big game for both teams. Both teams have identical records, for the most part. But I'm going to go with the value. Philly money line plus 135. All right, that's what I'm liking there in the full game under 6. in New York. Vegas, St. Louis, here we are. Vegas minus 150 on the money line. St. Louis plus 135. Over-unders at 6 at minus 110. This is a split, 50-50 each way, and it looks like 60% of the public money is on the under 6. The under is 48, 42, and 5, so a little slight edge to the under as the trend for these two teams here. St. Louis has been playing good. St. Louis has been playing good lately. Got to give it to them, especially at home. I want to take the money line. I want to take St. Louis plus 135. I'll take a stab at that. Full game under 6. I kind of like the first period over, but full game under. It's just an interesting sort of situation there. I can see a 1-1 after 1. It stays under, and somehow St. Louis wins this game, 3-2. That's just taking a chance here. That's what I like. So Blues money line, full game under 6, first period over there between Vegas and St. Louis. Utah, Minnesota, here we are. The Utah Hockey Club against the Minnesota Wild. Over-under here is at 5.5 at minus 125. Minnesota minus 155 on the money line. Utah plus 140. 75% of the public money on Minnesota. 60% of the public money on the under. Well, the under you can get at minus 120 currently. The under is 40. The under is 48, 39, and 6. 48, 39, and 6 to the under. I like the under in this game too. So the under 6 at minus 115, minus 120 looks pretty good. I like Minnesota in this matchup, but I'm not taking that minus 155-ish. Minus 150, minus 155-ish. I want to go with the puck line, plus 170. I just think that's where the value is, really. And I think Minnesota, as good as they have been this season, they should be able to take care of business at home against Utah. Really, 4-1, I'll take that. I'll take a 4-1 Minnesota win. We'll go to the bank with that, really. So under 6 and Minnesota puck line at plus 170. All right. Buffalo, Calgary. Calgary minus 130 on the money line. Buffalo plus 120. Over-unders at 5.5. 70% of the public money on Calgary. 60% of the public money on the over. All right, the under is 43, 42, and 7 to the under. This is going to be an interesting matchup, really. I like Calgary in the money line tonight. I like that minus 130. I will ride with the public on this one. But I lean more under in this game. Again, I know Buffalo's been scoring goals, and we've been seeing overs with them lately. But Calgary at home, for some reason, is just a different level. I just feel like this could be an under situation. And the under 6 you can get at minus 120. Currently, it's 5.5 at plus 105 at the under. So I'll ride the under. Okay, again, it's a lean. It's not an official play. I don't have this on my card. But I do like the under 6 in this game, and I like Calgary on the money line at minus 130. Moving on, we got 4 games left. Vancouver, Edmonton, over-unders at 5.5. Edmonton minus 170 on the money line, and Vancouver plus 150. 70% each way on the money line for Edmonton, and 70% of the public money on the over. You're giving me 5.5 for Edmonton at home. I mean, I know Vancouver's been cash on unders lately, but this has been, and the under is 49, 43, and 2 to the trend with the under. But I want to get with the over 5.5 at minus 120. For me, this is a no-brainer. Edmonton, we know, gives up goals, and they can score goals. So I'm going to take a chance here. This has the meanings of like 7 goals, I feel like 5-2 Edmonton final, something about that. This kind of rings the bell for me. But I want to go Edmonton Oilers puck line, plus 160. Anywhere from plus 155 to plus 160, you can get that puck line tonight for Edmonton. I like that for sure. But I'm also on the over 5.5, Vancouver and Edmonton. Next up, an interesting matchup. Pittsburgh, Anaheim. Over-unders at 6 at minus 115. Pittsburgh minus 160 on the money line. Anaheim plus 145. Looks like 60% each way. Penguins money line and the over are the public loves for this evening in this game here. 48, 42, and 48, 42, and 6 to the under is the trend here in this game. I like the under 6 at plus 100. You might even get plus 105 elsewhere, but this game, it could be either or. I like the draw at plus 330-ish. That would be something to consider. But I feel like we're going to get – it's just – for some reason, Anaheim is just – at Anaheim, I feel like it's just low-scoring games. Both – Anaheim, has a – they just – I don't know, there's something about it. Something about it just throws me off with this game, and I do lean the under in this game, under 6, and I do lean Pittsburgh, but not at that minus 160 spot. So I would consider in regulation or even a puck line, but this seems like a 3-2 game, Pittsburgh. Maybe an OT. It's an ugly game for me. I'm laying off of it completely. But lean for me is Pittsburgh in regulation and the full game under 6. Washington, Seattle. This should be a fun one. All right, over-unders at 5.5. Washington minus 130 on the money line. Seattle plus 120. 65% each way. 65% of the public money on Washington. 65% of the public money on the over. I like the first period over 1.5 in this game. I like the full game over 5.5 as well. First game, maybe both teams. First period, maybe both teams a score, but I like the first period over 1.5, full game over 5.5 in this game, and I lean the Washington Capitals money line at that minus 130 spot there. And then last but not least, Nashville and San Jose, the rematch. When San Jose was up 5-1, they lost 7-5 somehow. Wild, absolutely wild. But here we are again. Nashville minus 225 on the money line. San Jose plus 205. Over-unders at 5.5 at minus 135. Okay, 60% each way. Again, Nashville money line. And the over, what do we see? What kind of game do we see here tonight? What do we see here? Does San Jose, do we see one of these big dogs cashing out tonight? Does San Jose, hey, we were up 5-1 and then we lost. We choked that lead big time. If Nashville needs to make a run for a wild card spot or a playoff spot, this is when they have to start showing up for games. Beating these lower level teams or lower tier teams, I should say. So I'm going to go Nashville Predators, first period puck line and the puck line overall at plus 120. So that's what I'm liking. I think Nashville takes care of business tonight. They should. But I also like the over 5.5. We got basically 12 goals last outing between these two. So why can't they do it again? Over 5.5 at minus 130 I like. And I like the puck line in the first period for Nashville and the puck line in the full game for the Predators. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. My favorite over tonight, I would have to say Vancouver and Edmonton is my favorite over tonight. My favorite first period over is Washington, Seattle. My favorite money line tonight, home team, is going to be Calgary. I do like the Flames tonight for sure. I also like the Ottawa-Boston full game over 5.5 as well. That's another one to put in consideration for my favorite one. And then my favorite away, my favorite dog tonight, my favorite dog team tonight. I'm going to go. I know I am stuck. I have two in mind, but I want to go St. Louis and Philly. But I lean St. Louis more. Okay, I lean St. Louis more as my favorite dog play for tonight. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. And just like that, I'm out of time. It's been fun. It's always fun on this show. Always is. A lot of changes coming up. We're going to have a great time. And, let's have a wonderful Thursday. Let's cash out some tickets. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful night and talk to you tomorrow. Bye.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right. At 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/